Creative Loafing, Yelp, TripAdvisor, Urban Spoon, CBS, Foursquare, Thrillist, you name it, they love it. Front Page News has been named Best Bloody Mary, Best Outdoor Dining, Atlanta's Best After-Work Spot, Best Brunch in Atlanta. It's not hard to figure out why Atlanta folks love Front Page News so much. Just step onto the patio and you're transported to New Orleans.
I always knew I wanted to open a bar, but I didn't really know what kind until I went down to New Orleans, and then I knew I wanted a New Orleans bar. I didn't want to just have a New Orleans theme bar with Mardi Gras masks and things like that. I didn't want it to be the taste of New Orleans. I wanted to take an uptown New Orleans bar and move it piece by piece right here to Atlanta.
The music is peppered with zydeco, jazz, and funk. The brick-lined courtyard's a classic French Quarter. Great food, strong drinks, and the spectacular 12-foot fountain on the patio create the perfect backdrop for good times, great sports watching, and tremendous music. On Saturday and Sunday, the award-winning French Quarter Brunch, an original famous Front Page News 100-item build-your-own Bloody Mary bar, pack the place. Every afternoon, there's a killer happy with locals from nearby office towers in downtown and all around Atlanta. The nights resonate with football on the big screens and live music on the weekends. And the food. Steaming crawfish and shrimp boils from the Front Page Boil House. The menu is filled with New Orleans classics, jambalaya, etouffee, and gumbo. New Southern staples, fried green tomatoes, huge salads, shrimp and grits. Front Page is known for its famous Big Easy burgers, classic sandwiches, Reubens, Phillies, and po' boys, including the giant Mississippi River barge with over 2 feet of fried shrimp, catfish, and oysters. And the perfect way to end a meal, real homemade bread pudding with bourbon sauce.
When I decided that I was going to serve a New Orleans menu, I wanted to be a lot like restaurants in New Orleans. They have jambalaya and etouffee and things like that, but they've also got a full wide-ranging menu, and we try to do both. One of the great things we do that's very hard to find in Atlanta is when crawfish are in season, we're serving fresh crawfish. We have a guy who drives up from Louisiana every week with the crawfish, and we boil them to order. As people order them, they're going in a pot and coming out steaming hot.
Front Page News started 2 decades ago with a collection of historic Front Page newspapers and one man's dream of bringing the flavor of the New Orleans Jazz Fest home to Atlanta. Lunch, dinner, or brunch, happy hour, or late night, every day is Fat Tuesday at Front Page News. Do what they do so well in the Big Easy. Laissez-les bon temps rouler.
One thing we always tell people about Front Page News is that Atlanta is an amazing dining city. We have some great 5-star restaurants, and I highly recommend your first night in town, when you're here for a convention, go to one of those great restaurants. Your second night, come to Front Page News, and then you'll come back the third night, and the fourth night, and the fifth night, because it's just such a great place to hang out.
Front Page News is located alongside the unique Little 5 Point Shopping District, named among America's best hipster neighborhoods. Laissez-les bon temps rouler.